Happy Sunday. It's the first match day in the month of December for the Neural Premier League, match day 13th. These are the games on deck. Let's get to the highlights. Top 5 battle as Reen trying to forget last week's 7-0 loss to Rake Town. And the away side were on the attack from the very start. Josh Marlock's causing trouble as a cross from Tambish Shakud. Point blank at Ben White. Good save there in the 18th minute. Marlock's again. Chewsworth on the back foot. And Reen basically camped out in their end. And that was, well, a lot of people touched that one. It ended up going to Salak. Floating it over to Marlock's. Beats Stuart Walker and gets past Ben White. 1-0 to Reen. 2 minutes later, it hit it again. It would be Josh Marlock's a second time. Reen come charging down. It was just one-way traffic for the away side. 43rd minute, they get a third. This time it's Gregor Jordanich with a similar setup. One-touch passes around the box. The final ball came from Schwan Sanger. But Reen outshot Chewsworth 8-1 in the first half. And midway through the second half, this is about the 66th minute, and the captain, Yusuf, is going to take a shot at goal. Brought up by Eb Fraser, and the corner that ensued from it, well, they had trouble clearing it. But Ducker does force a tough save from Ha Aspert. But otherwise, he only faced 5 shots. Pretty quiet day for the Reen goalkeeper. And there's the hat trick in a big way. Reen, relentless. Josh Marlock's getting 3 in this one. Stephen Goodwatt would finally get one back for Chewsworth, taking away their clean sheet, but it would end up 4-1. That's Chewsworth's first loss in 6 games. Heading over to the Shode for Cumble, Sumpsterworth, and Short Castle, both teams in opposite form. At opposite ends of the table, Cumble, Sumpsterworth have won their last 2, and Short Castle not looking so great, even though they're at the top of the table. That was an early chance for O'Halladford, fed by Nathan Bland. And look who's back on the scoring sheet once more, this time from a starting role. Elsmaham. Cross comes in from Darragan McKenna, and he gets it out of the reach of Lewis Tugton, the goalkeeper. And Short Castle would get a second not long after that. Darragan McKenna got the assist on the first one. Elsmaham returns the favor. And it is 2-0 late in the first half. Hell of a bombarangbo over the top. It was fed to him by Ram Seaman, and fights off Killian Murray on the back 4 to get the goal. But second half, early goal, his second. Ezzy Manani with the assist, and Elsmaham gets it again. Absramed Elsmaham, 14, gets him back to tying in the league leaders as far as goals scored. Not the easiest game for Short Castle, though. Owen Chukabile forcing a really tough save from Archie McLaughlin. Sumpsterworth would outshoot Short Castle 14-12 by the end of things. Short Castle had the lead late into the game, 3-1, trying to put it to rest. Elsmaham feeds it to McKenna, hits the post. Unlucky on that one. But Short Castle were definitely feeling like their old selves again. This is going to be David Butler with a chance that goes wide. And believe it or not, this is the statistic. Short Castle get their first win since October 18th. But they're back to their winning ways, 3-1 on the road. Godmanchworth Greenford are in third place, 4 points out of first, facing a tricky team in Tudley Town. And the Bathmakers put the pressure on early. This is Ifmeda Edeno Kashaka with the quick through pass to Markar Delavidson, forcing that tough save. Great one-touch pass here by Billy Blarson. That's going to set up Jillian Arendepla. And he's going to set up Edeno Kashaka again, puts it right at the feet of the goalkeeper, Bradley Johnsonevsk. It was only about time that this pressure would pay off. Godmanchworth Greenford concede first. It's Markar Delavidson with the assist going to Billy Blarson. This was a very tricky game for the boys in green, the home side in green. In fact, second half, Julien Arendep, look at that one, hitting it from the outside the box. They doubled their lead. Assist going to Edeno Kashaka. The boys in green, the home side, would get one back. Capitalizing on this poor clearance, it is headed down to Oksa. Laid off by Jamabi Brofman with the assist. Oksa gets his 4th goal of the season. And not long after that, here come Godmanchworth, Greenford yet again. Great save by Keith Kushkus. Very close to equalizing. And the home side behind midway through the second half, they would keep pressing forward. He got the goal before. Oksa is going to force a difficult save, tricky save, diving off to his left side from Kushkus. But late stages of the game, Tudley and everyone behind to defend. They can get him on the counter, and they break for the goal that would clinch it. Julien Arendepla giving Godmanchworth Greenford their 2nd loss of the season. Tudley with the big upset. Two teams desperate for a win. Gootham haven't won in 6. Make that 7 for Farnt. And Gootham put on the pressure early from the very beginning. Keno Babrayo is going to hit this one off the post in the 30th minute. Had the goalkeeper beat just inches away. But striking first were the away side, Farnt. Vitten Mendefus with the assist going to Jesebiski. And the away side took the early lead. A couple minutes later, Treston Could, a name we're going to hear quite a lot in this highlight package, puts it over. Almost puts it over the bar, but forces the save. Early second half, Jareb Hutton. He helped create the first goal for Farnt. He puts them 2-0 up. Luke Moody with the assist on that 54th minute. Gootham now down 2. They really started to turn up the pressure, to their credit. This is going to be Treston Could again. Header saved. And off the rebound, Graham Fitzepo forces a save. That was just a really poor clearance, or the rebound just fell right to him. And we say his name again. Treston Could had 6 shots in this game. He's going to have yet another one. Had trouble finding the back of the net. Could not on any of his 6. Great day for the Farnt keeper. They still would have their chances. They'd have to come on the counter. But this is Jareb Hutton. Great cross in to Dale Borthwood, forcing a kick save. As we say, a kick save and a beauty. And it was a massive win for Farnt. They kept both Guth and Sasaka quiet. That's the final score, 2-0. Pair of mid-table teams locking horns to try to make a charge at the top 5 between Great Church, St. Olvets Old Boys, and Butchpootiver Pegasus. What a save by Scott Wart on Lewis Banga. Midway through the first half. The home side, Great Church, St. Olvets, would put the screws to the visitors. That's Andy Budfonio in the 34th minute, forcing a difficult save. He would ultimately get the first goal of the game. Could not be denied. The cross was beautiful from Crad Masson. And he goes far post, beats the keeper, takes the early lead. Early second half, Great Church and Olvets Old Boys have trouble clearing this corner. The ball comes right back in. That's David Garman almost scoring the goal of the season. Overhead kick, forcing a tough save. I couldn't quite see if that was the save, if that was saved or if that hit the bar. But about the hour mark, and here come Butchpootiver Pegasus. Sandru Van Ray with the header wide, can't connect. And that was going to be a lot of the same. Late stage of the game, 82nd minute, bad clearance, bit of a strange goal there. Cilio Marlande looks like he wins the ball back, but it's Mauro Vitatwanier who turns and fires, and suddenly Great Church St. Olvets Old Boys are up 2-0 over Butchpootiver Pegasus. And the end was going to be all the home side. They just kept the pressure going. They were looking for that third. It was a long ball by Alex Gunyards to Vidatronier, looking for his second. But more Perrott. Perrott gets his third. Old Boys get the win. Butchpootiver Pegasus only won one of their last 6. Heading over to Hamworth, whose form has been suffering. They face the winless Odd Downians. Both teams really could use a good result here. Hamworth on the early attack. Osama Sekuel cross to Timmy Obu. Headed right at the keeper. Odd would break and get the first goal. It's a brilliant cross that finds the head of Uwin Alari. Callum Samunda makes a stop at the rebound, goes right back to him, and he bangs it in for his 3rd goal of the season and a big away goal for Odd Downians. They would start to turn the tide and have the momentum. Alari almost gets his 2nd goal, feed from Keith Zanders. Can't get to the rebound this time, and a good save. Hamworth would tie it up in the 43rd minute. I mean, the goal scorer does all this himself. It's brilliant. Kamananga finds the outlet to Lewis Gabby, then sprints back in to bury that header. Beautiful goal. Wonderfully scored by Ali Kamananga for Hamworth. But early second half, and Jaco Benragupi takes the corner. Hamworth can't clear it. It goes to Anthony Willifrip, lays it off, and Cody Skull Bustriez buries it to give Odd Downians the lead early in the second. And here come Hamworth. They would not go quietly. The quick free kick was taken by Osama Sikuel here. And it's right in a great spot. A 1-2 from Ricky Aveo. Junior Bellish has to make a great save there late in this game. Odd would still have the lead, but Hamworth pressed even harder. Sikuel, easily man of the match for Hamworth in this one. Tries to take a beautiful pass off his foot, puts it wide. Dying seconds, last chance to salvage a point. Kavadan Ubit scuffs a shot, and it's an easy one. Odd Downians' first win of the season. They hold on to beat Hamworth on the road. Over to the Selm Worpelton Sports Complex for Hergle United and Marshall Mops. 1 point separates these two clubs, and Marshall Mops strike first with their leading scorer, Aaron Kusamani, heading it home on a cross provided by Willian Perdicki. Hergle would try to come back with a chance. This is Danny Falabin's shot is deflected. It's only clear as far as Victro Adebayo-Gaboyolo floats it over to David Callow. Diving save by Elva. But 2 minutes later, it's the equalizer. Danny Platt-Harriets puts that picture-perfect cross in there. And Adebayo-Gaboyolo. We'll try that again. Gets it in front and puts it past Brandon Franigan to tie it up at 1. That wouldn't be it, folks. Hergle starting to get into this game. Several passes there, and then eventually David Callow provides it to Danny Falladman. Rivals at bottom corner. Hergle take the lead. Back and forth. Here we go. Early second half. Cross comes in from Harry Rant, and Kusamani gets his second, his 9th of the season, to tie things up at 2 apiece once more. 66th minute off the corner. Falladman drops it right into the 6-yard box. It's David Callow able to bury it home to give Hergle United another lead, 3-2. It's just back and forth the entire game. And on the break, Marshall Mops would tie it up. Manny O'Nally finds Mark Shepton, who just rockets it past him. 4 shots in the entire game. Finally finds the back of the net here. Hergle were the more threatening team to try to break this and make it 4-3. But Zanad Elva makes a huge save. And here he is denying another chance by Patrick O'Marrington. Both sides have to settle for a point. 7th place, Manchurch Victoria's unbeaten in 6. Abergrudge United have lost their last 2, but they would strike first. Sharia Ababa Vizkert sends in a low cross. Robbie Barry Marr near post splits the difference between the defenders there. Clamom and Sanupe were both watching to figure out who was going to mark them, and ended up neither of them were. But 3 minutes later, the Fallen Angels would hit right back. Erwuma 1-2 with Herboy to get his 4th goal of the season. 7 minutes later, he'd get number 5. Long ball, turn, And this is just a brilliant individual effort. Fires it, goes to the top corner, doesn't get the height on it, but can, in fact, get out of reach of the Abergrudge keeper to take a 2-1 lead. After the half-hour mark, it's another individual effort. Look at that great finish. All game, it was back and forth. Taylor goes up top, beating his defender to tie things up. It would go 2-2 into the half. And here come Manchurch. Again, brilliant touch just to get it past the defender. Fortunate bounce for Manchurch. And Luke Erwuma curls it in again. It takes a deflection, and it goes in off of Callum Gouchain Evans. Gets his first one. Not sure he entirely knew what was happening until it fell to his feet. But right there, a zest cream word 7 minutes later. That's how long the lead took. Robbie Barrymore sets the whole play up, calls for the pass, and places it right where his zest cream word needed to be. The captain buries it to tie things up. And late, look at that from just outside. Robbie Barrymore got two, set up a third. We're still tied, but Abergrudge off the break. The assist goes to Josh Cowan Evans-Man. And Mar's first touch is absolutely perfect on that one. Manchurch would try to get a late equalizer in stoppage time. But shots from Erwuma, Gope, Kansen, they were just suffocating defense at the end. The win for Abergrudge puts them even, with Manchurch victorious in the table. Head to the Harrows for the league leaders, Rake Town. Remember last week they put away 7 against Reen. What could they do against the 18th place, St. Cuthberks Lane Athletic? They were on the attack immediately. And lockdown defense, you could just see by the away team in white. Cavill Janananan would put this shot wide, but look at the feed by Jamal St. Back heel. Just, they're playing with such confidence, Rake Town, that, again, that went wide. But you don't pull off plays like that when you're a struggling team. And St. Cuthberts Lane Athletic would get their chance. That's Kloom Kalang with an unmarked header, forcing a big save. And we would go into the second half. No scores so far. More from Rake, but they still couldn't put it past yet. Shot on goal from, one of the leading scorers in the Premier League, Alex Yachi-Shepo. Going into this week, he was the leading scorer, but we know that got 2 more from Els Maham, so we'll see if that comes. But Yachi-Shepo pulls his long ball. Look at this long ball that's going to get played over the top. Yachi-Shepo was really looking for that one. He takes it off his foot on the volley, forcing a great save. But you know what? He couldn't be stopped. The league's leading scorer. The assist goes to Jamal Saint, and the header goes past the keeper. What a finish by Alex Yachi-Shepo. Apologies for the error in the graphic there. That is Yachi-Shepo getting his most recent goal of the season. That's number 15 for him. Shot from Josh Dixman. Surprised the goalkeeper Bonistan. He got his hands to it. And late in the game, Gareth Cannon would just power his way through for the insurance goal. He loses Ryan Costenrobe, slides it in the net. Rake win their 4th straight. And Reenp are trying to keep pace with them. They face 17th place Blutton United. They'd start immediately on the attack with Carlin Bapakini forcing an early save, and the shot was set up by Taz Johnston. Some real attacking powerhouses on that Reenp side. 18th minute, and beats the defender, takes on the whole defense, loses Alan Murder, buries it far corner. It's Carlin Bapakini to make it 1-0 to Reenp. And firing back right off the restart is Blutton United. They try to get something going here. And look at this great save made off the header by Billy Clemed. Has to redirect his body and take it on the near post. Reenp would have 13 shots on goal. 7 of them came from Bapakini, and they force another save and a clearance from Ziotu Kalubasi. And again, this is just Reenp taking chance after chance. They can't convert that second one in the first half. That was Taz Johnston. Just can't put it past the keeper. Blutton would be very happy to keep it at 1-0. In fact, 73rd minute, they would tie it up. Rafael Kachicki hasn't gotten a goal for Blutton in a while, but he sets up Terrence Blixbonny, who puts it right past the keeper, Clemed, and it's all tied up late. Coming off the bench as a sub, Ryan Connie-Wooty. He leaves the team with 9 goals, and he cannot get it past Calabassi to take the late lead. And he doesn't get his 10th, but he does place this beautiful ball in front of Baba Kinney. Gets his 2nd of the game. There's a recap of all the results for you. Big win for Reen at the top 5. Short Castle back to their winning ways. Godmanchworth Greenford dropped points against Tudley Town. And the first win for Odd Downians. And today's results did not cause a lot of movement in the tables. Short Castle back up to 5th. Abergrudge United up to 9th. Manchurch Victoria's down to 10th. But the majority of the shakeup is in the spots from 5 through 10. 11 to 20. Bottom half pretty much the same as it was. And here are the games scheduled for next week. We'll be here as always with all the highlights. Bye for now.